This boy was an ordinary school student, but at the age of 13, scales started growing on his body. Objects began sticking to his hands, and he even started shocking other people with electricity. Let's find out what happened to him and whether it can be cured. A fisherman named Big John Wheatley heads out into the open sea in his motorboat. He notices something large in the water and gets excited at the thought of catching a massive fish. The man starts the engine and chases after his prey. But it's not a fish drifting among the waves. It's a real mermaid. What's more, the sea creature has a baby in her arms, whom she quietly places aboard another boat. The fisherman continues the pursuit and soon realizes he's chasing a living mermaid. He bursts with excitement and waves at her. The mermaid waves back and swims off into the open sea. John docks at the shore, laughing cheerfully. What an unexpected encounter! Meanwhile, a married couple, Whit and Sharon Griffin, are relaxing on another boat. They hear a baby crying and discover an infant on board. It's the very same child the mermaid left behind. Whit and Sharon decide to adopt the boy and name him Cody. 13 years have passed. Cody Griffin is an ordinary teenager who loves his parents dearly and helps them run their sea tour excursions. When the boy misses the ferry, he simply swims across to the other shore. The thing is, this guy is the best swimmer on his school's swim team. Even if he starts last, he still finishes among the first. The protagonist feels completely at ease in the water, as if he were a fish. Thanks to Cody and his teammate Sean, their team makes it to the finals of a prestigious swimming championship. After the competition, Cody even saves a classmate named Jess, who accidentally falls into the pool and doesn't know how to swim. The protagonist returns home with his girlfriend, Samantha. We also learn that ever since his encounter with the mermaid, Big John Wheatley has been heading out to sea again and again, hoping to find the mysterious beauty once more. The other fishermen make fun of him as a result of this. They're convinced their friend has lost his mind since mermaids don't exist. John, however, is completely unconcerned with their mockery. We find out that Jess is John's son. Sadly, the man is so obsessed with the mermaid that he barely pays any attention to his child. Cody and Samantha become the most popular couple at school. When the main character gets a poor grade on his biology test, he's assigned to study with Jess, since the boy is an honor student and an expert in marine biology. Cody celebrates his 13th birthday. His family throws him a big party and treats the guests to a birthday cake. Cody suddenly feels extremely thirsty and drinks several glasses of water. Samantha congratulates her boyfriend and leans in to kiss him. It seems Cody has just shocked his girlfriend with an electric jolt. The party is in full swing, and soon Jess arrives to visit Cody. Everyone immediately starts laughing at him, and the boy leaves in embarrassment. Before going home, he asks Cody's mother to hand over his gift. That evening, the protagonist says goodnight to his parents and opens Jess's present. It's a book about Captain Nemo's adventures aboard the submarine Nautilus. The youngster dreams about the sea all night long. He feels as though he's swimming deep underwater and meets someone unusual there. The alarm clock rings in the morning, and Cody shocks it with electricity. Cody goes down to the kitchen and drinks milk straight from the carton. For some reason, it sticks to his hand. The youngster manages to tear it off with difficulty, only for it to cling to his other hand instead. Cody studies his fingers thoughtfully. Later that day, he finds Jess. The boy admits that he loves studying marine life, but since he can't swim, he has to dip his head into puddles just to observe anything up close. The protagonist suggests a deal. The straight-A student will help him improve his biology grade, and in return, Cody will teach him how to swim. Jess notices some scales on Cody's hand. He says that only reptiles and frogs have something like that. But Cody is definitely not a frog. The main character has no idea what's happening to him and hopes it's just some kind of illness that will eventually go away. Soon after, the scales on his hands actually do disappear. After school, Cody goes to Jess's house to study biology together. Jess admits that his father is crazy. Cody meets Big John Wheatley, and the fisherman explains that he dreams of catching a real mermaid. Cody is convinced the man has a mental disorder. The boys get down to studying, and soon Cody earns a good grade. He finds himself drinking more and more water with each passing day. The youngster is sure something strange is happening to him, But his parents don't notice anything unusual. Cody goes on a date with Samantha. When the girl takes his hand, her hair suddenly becomes charged with static electricity. The protagonist realizes that objects are sticking to his hands again. What's even worse, he ends up stuck to the ceiling. A doctor examines Cody and concludes that the boy has simply entered puberty. Jess runs a series of tests to figure out what's going on. It turns out Cody can generate electricity, climb walls, swim at incredible speeds, and grow scales. In addition, he can communicate with fish. Jess advises him to stay away from water, but that's impossible, as the swimming championship is just around the corner. After talking with his father, Jess comes to the conclusion that Cody is turning into a mermaid, or rather, a merman. He examines one of Cody's scales and realizes it's astonishingly similar to a fish scale. Their composition is completely identical. Jess informs his classmate that he's a hybrid of fish and human. Needless to say, the youngster is convinced that's nonsense. When Cody's adoptive parents learn about his condition, they forbid him from participating in the school swimming competition and beg him to stay away from the water. The boy talks to his aquarium fish, claiming that he's their brother. Ignoring his parents' advice, Cody decides to swim in the sea. His mermaid mother watches him from a distance. When the boy returns to shore, he notices that sharp fins have grown on his arms. Samantha appears on the beach, and the protagonist quickly buries his hands in the sand to hide them. Cody begins teaching Jess how to swim. The boy is terrified of the water. Sean makes fun of him, and for the first time in his life, Cody stands up for his classmate. Despite all the risks, Cody takes part in the finals of the swimming championship. He swims so fast that he leaves all his competitors behind, including Sean, and sets a new state record for all swimmers. Scales and fins grow on his arms again. Realizing he must hide them, Cody generates a surge of electricity and destroys the scoreboard. Taking advantage of the chaos, he sneaks into the locker room. Convinced that his friend has cheated, Sean follows him, but Cody hides by sticking to the ceiling. Cody escapes from the building wearing only his swim trunks and hoodie and jumps into his parents' car. Once at home, they dry him with a hairdryer, hoping the scales and fins will disappear, but for some reason, it doesn't help. Jess comes to visit his friend and reassures him that no one noticed anything unusual. Samantha shows up minutes later, but she faints when she sees Cody's scales. Once the girl regains consciousness, Cody tells her the whole truth. Samantha promises to keep his secret, even though it makes her deeply upset. The next day, Sean accuses Cody of cheating in the swimming championship, and the boys start fighting. Jess and a security guard struggle to break it up. That night, Cody decides to swim in the sea again and encounters his mermaid mother. Unfortunately, Big John is there as well. He spots the sea creatures and forces Cody and his mother to swim in opposite directions so that no one else can see them. John crafts a special net. He's determined to catch the mermaid this time. The following day, Cody meets Samantha on the beach. She apologizes for being scared by his transformation and kisses him. Cody gets into the water with the girl and calls for his mother. The mermaid appears moments later. Cody starts gasping in pain and collapses onto the sand. He asks Samantha to bring his parents as soon as possible. When the girl leaves, Cody watches in shock as his left foot transforms into a flipper and scales grow on his leg. Suddenly, someone throws a blanket over him. Jess searches everywhere for Cody. He spots his father's boat and realizes that Big John has taken his friend captive. Cody pleads with the fisherman to let him return to the sea. John splashes him with seawater instead. He intends to use Cody as bait to lure in his mermaid mother. Before long, the mermaid does appear near the boat. Jess climbs aboard and sees that his friend has grown a tail. The boy understands that Cody won't survive much longer without water. Meanwhile, Big John lowers a specially made fishing net into the sea. The mermaid is trapped. Cody pleads with Jess to save his mother. The boy grabs a knife and dives into the water to cut through the net. He frees the mermaid, but his leg gets tangled, and he is pulled underwater. Within moments, the boy loses consciousness. Cody dives in after him, pulls Jess to the surface, and carries him onto the pier, where Big John, his parents, and Samantha are waiting. They try to revive Jess with rescue breaths, but nothing happens. Then Cody shocks his friend with electricity. It works like a defibrillator, and the boy starts breathing again. The mermaid watches the scene from a distance. Cody tells his adoptive parents that she is his mother and that he must leave with her. He can no longer live on land. Jess asks Cody to preserve their friendship, and Samantha promises she will wait for him. At last, the protagonist is reunited with his mother. From now on, they will live in the depths of the sea together.